right, we're rolling, brother.
Oh, I'm actually posting a story right now about what we're doing here. And what are we doing here today, Kim? I am your guest. Just ignore me as I post away.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to bother you while you're getting
No,
work
this
done
is
during
this. I'm posting. Look, I was filming a video of us
Cool,
prepping.
that's so cool.
So I just added it to my story because I'm very popular on Instagram. Table for Tim. Also, Beacon Arts. And Buckeye Broadband, I tagged you guys.
Yes, we all know
So
this.
thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to Living Local. This is our community spotlight. Today, as you can see, we are spotlight. If you're watching, if you're listening, we are spotlighting the Girl Scout cookie program.
Yeah.
Just the Girl Scouts in general. I mean, obviously, we have our Girl Scouts of Western Ohio here. Amazing program. I can't believe I didn't make it to the Girl Scouts. I'm actually a little bit sad about that.
Really? Okay.
I was a brownie.
Let's dig in deep early then to Kim's youth.
I mean, it's not a therapy session, but
Okay.
I always forgot my scissors. That was like a really big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kim, did you remember your scissors? And I always forgot them. And then I think that just really made me kind of nervous. And then I never became a Girl Scout.
And you never wanted to go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I should have, because, and we won't even talk about all the programs they offer today. We're really just going to focus on the cookies. But
Absolutely.
they really do amazing things. So the cookie program is off to a big start.
Oh, yes. I mean, I walked in here and I was amazed. I knew like our core down here, and I know we're going to get to this in a bit, but I couldn't believe how many Girl Scout cookies exist now. It's insane how many are here.
I know. In fact, our producer was like, wait, I've never seen that one. I've never seen that one. I've never seen that one. And I think this is my theory. So I think because we grew up with Girl Scout cookies, our parents always bought the ones that they loved. So I feel like those were the ones we always ate. So to this day, if we order Girl Scout cookies, it's going to be the tag-along.
The tag-alongs, yeah.
Because that's what I grew up
That
with.
was my favorite,
And the Thin Mints. My mom always got the Thin Mints.
Standard.
Yep. But those were the main ones that she, and then she would get the shortbread, which are like the trefoils, or I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't know how to say that. We just knew him as Shortbread. I kept calling him Short Round, but that's the name of the character from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, who's winning tons of awards right now for another film. But that's another podcast.
It really
that's
is.
Over the Top.
Ooh,
I could be a guest on that. Look at that.
Please come back to
See
Over
how
the Top.
I plug it?
Your
But yes, the Shortbread is one of my favorites as well.
Yeah, it's good. I think our parents grew up with shortbread, so that was like an obvious one they ordered. But see, I think that we do ourselves an injustice, because when cookies come around, when the Girl Scout cookies come around, we just keep ordering the same ones because we know them. We're afraid to try the new ones. We're like, nah, I don't want to spend $5 on a box. Well, guess what? Oreos are $5 a box right now.
Exactly.
Chips Ahoy are basically $5 a box.
Sure.
So I would say they have not really changed their pricing very much over how many years? So really, these cookies are quite affordable, and they're a boutique item. It's not something you can just get in your grocery store.
Correct.
This is a special time of year. It's a special cookie that we all look forward to. So today, Tim,
Yes.
I'm going to challenge us to only try the ones that we've not had before.
So you put the ones that I have right in front of me that I can't resist. By the way, a little sidetrack, but also still on brand. I asked you before, we didn't want to discuss too much beforehand, but the Girl Scouts in general, because I know the cookies, but I was like, okay, but how does it benefit them? What do they do? And they actually, I just noticed, have on the back of the box, and I'll flip one of them around, the Girl Scout mission, which is, and I'm going to read it verbatim. Girl Scouting builds girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place.
And
there it is.
Yeah, there it is. And that's just a nutshell, obviously, of
they do so much more. But I'm glad that they have just that little bit, that little tagline there.
Well, totally. So there's a why. So, you can pay $5 for a box of Oreos, that's blah, or you can pay $5 for a box of amazing Girl Scout cookies and actually help young women become successful women. So Girl Scouts, and this is taking you all the way back to 1917, this program. This was a sustainable revenue program established in 1917 for girls, for women. And this is before we could vote. This was before we could have a bank account. I mean, that's incredible.
It's incredible that actually existed in our history. That
Isn't
we have.
it?
Yeah.
Isn't
That's
it?
a whole other conversation.
Right. The Girl Scouts aren't just about like, oh, hey, we got cookies, let's make some money. I mean, this truly was an incredible revenue, sustainable revenue program. And of course, we've progressed over, 100 or so years. But still, I think women are still facing some issues with in the business world, entrepreneurship. So that's what this is about. It's actually an entrepreneur. It's a business skills program. These girls learn goal setting. They learn decision making. They learn how to manage money. Talk about people skills. And especially after the last couple of years, people aren't used to being out in the public, especially young kids. Yeah. But they have to be. These girls stand out in the cold, Tim.
Yeah, they're there.
They are out in the cold, and they are selling because they're motivated. They want. I mean, it's just the business ethics of the whole thing that they're learning at a really young age. So, when you buy a box of cookies, they're not just selling cookies. And there's you mentioned entrepreneurship. It's really hard to say. Wow.
Life skills, outdoor STEM. Those are just some of the things listed on the box as well to encourage programs. A sense of adventure and science and learning and growing and moving and how it all comes together. And that's great that it promotes that. And you're right, they work hard. They're like postal workers. They're out there no matter what.
Oh my
rain,
gosh.
sleet, snow.
So we've had these booths at our stores, like our Brainiac Tech Hubs.
Yeah.
And we offer well, come in. It's really cold outside. Why don't you set up your table inside? And they're like, no, we get the best foot traffic out here. That is I'm telling you, you are hardcore.
It's brilliant.
You're a businesswoman. So you're right. The funds that are raised through this, they help fund those amazing programs that teach these women.
And the time of the year they're choosing to do it, because most people, their New Year's resolution, they've given up. By February 1st, they're done. I want to gain weight. I want to eat cookies.
Absolutely.
And now you can do it. You have them all here.
And here we are. So I think we start. Okay, so what are your standards? What are the ones you normally...
So when I was a kid, little husky middle child, I would do the tag-alongs.
Yep.
And I would tag along with my brother, so it fit. But I never knew the name of them. I'd always say they're just the chocolate and peanut butter ones. Sure. These were my favorites. These were my go-to.
Mine too.
As I've grown up, these were my comfort. I turned on them. You would eat them so quick. I felt like there was less in the box. I could be wrong. Maybe just because they're a little thinner. But that was my go-to as a kid. And I also loved the shortbread ones because trefoils or whatever. I like that with a glass of milk. Yeah, so I was kind of basic in that realm. And then as I grew up, I liked the Thin Mints, samosas. Do-si-dos were always good, too. I liked those. So pretty much that original 5, that lineup.
And those are probably the most popular.
Yeah, and that's what we would usually get one box in my family of each one. What's funny now, though, I still get almost one box of it. Actually, my niece is selling them. So I ordered some the other day, and I got my go-to. No, I didn't get tag-along. I was like, I'm not going to do it.
What?
I got the shortbread, I got Thin Mints, and then I went with samosas, and then I was like, 3 boxes is enough just for me. So I wanted to do an even 20 so you can donate. You don't even need to get a box. You can just donate $5.
Look at you.
And and then so I donate, I spent $20, 3 boxes, $5 each, and then I threw in another $5 because I was like, I don't need another box of cookies.
I know.
Give it to someone else.
Yeah, I think last year my husband spent about $40 on cookies, and I don't even eat them. So
I know it's tough.
It was really just for him, and but I was happy he did it.
So what are your favorites? Growing up, we're both roughly in the same age. I want to say our age, but we're millennial babies. In the 80s, it was kind of a boom of Girl Scout cookies and things like that. Growing up, what was your favorite? And then what do you like now?
I say identical to what you said.
Okay.
It was the tag-along. So the tag-along is that crispy cookie with the peanut butter and all covered in the chocolate. If you're not familiar with exactly what they're called, they're the peanut butter chocolate covered cookie that are amazing. And I think there's just as many in the box, but they go down so...
You eat them fast.
go down so easily that you're pretty sure they disappear way too quickly. I liked the shortbread when I was young. I like them better now to dip in coffee. I think that's a really good idea. Coffee dipper.
Okay. Do that in the afternoon.
Mints. I'm not huge on chocolate mint, but for some reason the Thin Mints just... They're not like an Andes mint. They're not too minty. Even though you smell them, they taste delicious.
I agree with you. I was never a big mixing of when I was a kid because it was like, why would I put chocolate on toothpaste? It kind of felt like that. But this is really good promotion for Thin Mints right now. Yeah. But as I got older, and then I heard you put them in the freezer and they're better, they are. They are really, really good.
And they last forever.
And they do. Yeah.
They seriously
Well, they
last
don't
forever.
last forever because I eat them in about 2 hours.
Well, mine last
they
forever.
could last forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they're still special. I mean, there is something really special and specialty about them. And so if I have a dinner, if I have parents over for dinner or something, I don't bake. I don't make dessert or anything.
Okay.
But if I'm like, hey guys, I have Girl Scout cookies. Do you want to make some decaf? And it is like, oh, yes.
They're all about it.
Yes.
I love
because
that.
everybody feels, they're special. So today then, Tim,
Yeah.
first we're going to
New
start
ones.
with the brand new cookie this year. The brand new cookie is the Raspberry Rally. It's a thin, crispy cookie infused with raspberry flavor, dipped in chocolatey coating.
Looks like a Thin Mint.
Oh my God, it looks
For those
exactly,
listening,
looks exactly like a Thin Mint, only it has the raspberry. Okay, so try it out.
ASMR we're doing.
Oh my God. I'm crunching into the microphone. I hope you can't hear me crunching. Ooh, that is so
I like
lovely.
it. I could see this going the Thin Mint route. You put this in your freezer. I could see the exact same thing. Yeah.
Yes. So if you are really adamant about, I don't want to mix mint with chocolate, because there are people out there that are like, absolutely not. That's toothpaste. Just like you said. Nope, that's toothpaste. This is the route you go. It's exactly like that. It's actually just like a crispy raspberry cookie covered in chocolate. Yum. That's really nice.
We had originally talked about doing a blindfold tasting, but we were like, with the originals, we would know. I mean, they're all distinctively different. But if we had to do it for the new ones, they are distinctively different, but I haven't had them. I wouldn't be able to know the name or exactly what I'm eating. This kind of looks like a tag-along.
Yeah. See, that's the problem. We keep ordering
you keeping
the
both?
same. We keep ordering the same one. So we want to talk about, guys, get out there and try some new ones this year. They have amazing ones. Now we're going to try the Adventurefuls.
Adventurefuls.
Yes, the indulgent brownie-inspired cookie with caramel-flavored cream and a hint of sea salt. Are you kidding me?
Sea salt's so trendy right now.
Sea salt is so hot right now.
I don't remember seeing this as an option. Otherwise, I would have got this one. This is really good.
I was asking my husband about them, and he goes, ooh, the Adventurefuls. I got those last year. That is really good. Is that caramel on the top?
I don't know. You just read the ingredients.
But it's not too caramely.
This one's lower in calories than the other one, surprisingly. I'm looking at the calories on the side. I'm at that age
Please
where I'm
don't.
like, I can only have 1 or 2. But they're not bad. I mean, they're all under, 200. This one's...
You're right. They're really not. And actually, the sugar, they're not actually that high sugar-wise.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's a caramel cream. That's
I'm
yummy.
losing weight right now just eating them. It's amazing. The excitement, the adrenaline of trying
Yes.
these. That's a
Oh.
really good one. That's one of my favorites because that goes along my tag-along craze.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So if you didn't, if anybody's like you, they didn't do the tag along this year because they wanted to try something different, that's the one to go with.
I need to re-up. I'm sure someone in this office has a little kid that's trying to make some cash.
Well, and we'll talk about that too because, so if you go to girlscouts.org, the first thing you're going to see on the page is find my cookie. It's like find the cookie. You click on it, you put in your zip code, and up pops all the places you're going to find the booths this year.
Wow.
So if you don't have an in like Tim, because I don't.
I do.
We have all boys. We're buying like Boy Scout popcorn.
Yeah. That's a whole other episode. We'll get to that. That's
yeah,
very
but it is
popular,
no
too.
cookie. I'll tell you.
I know, it's not. I was thinking about that this morning when I was coming in. I'm like, no.
So
this one.
if you don't have an in, go to girlscouts.org. It's plural, girlscouts.org. Right away, you're going to see a place that you can find the booth. You'll find Brainiac Tech Hubs. Our Buckeye Brainiacs are hosting booths again this year at the Talmadge location because that has the most foot traffic for the girls. Yeah. And we're starting Friday, February 24th. So it's going to be Fridays and Saturdays. I'm not going to make any promises because sometimes the girls get sick or something. If they're not there, we can't necessarily answer for them. But generally, they're going to be there. So check out the website and where you're going to be and where you can find these booths. Okay, this next one.
Yeah.
We're trying the Toffee-tastic.
Seems
Now,
like-
these run as a $6 box because they're gluten-free. Oh, my God, I love that one. That one is so good. Yep. This is the gluten-free option.
Another good one with coffee or
Whoa, I was totally
hot
thinking
chocolate
that.
or something.
So this takes the shortbread cookie to a new level, I feel like, because it's definitely a similar type cookie, but it has the toffee in it. It's not overwhelming. Like, the toffee's not overwhelming. In fact, oh my God, that's a coffee one. I wish I had a cup of coffee right now to dunk.
I know you're hosting, so you have to talk a lot, but like I'm finishing these things. You better get back to yours. You know what? I'm noticing a trend with the first 3 boxes. They're like new twists on old favorites. The raspberry is like a new Thin Mint. The Adventureful is like a new tag-along, and even the name's kind of similar. And then the Toffee-tastic's kind of like a new trefoil.
It makes sense.
Like a new modern version of
If you don't like mint, you probably like raspberry. If you don't like peanut butter, you're probably going to like the caramel.
Bingo.
And then obviously you're just adding in some toffee, and it's gluten-free. So if you have gluten issues, belly issues,
that's great.
You can still buy a Girl Scout cookie.
You can still eat them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
These are the s'mores.
Yes.
These I have had.
This one is
a
really
campfire and a
popular.
cookie. Yes.
So this is also a $6 box. All of the other boxes are $5. These are a little bit more specialty. They're super popular. They're the s'mores cookie. I guess I should tell you what they are. Graham sandwich cookies with chocolate and marshmallow flavor filling. Holy crap. Are you eating it right now?
And it's worth that extra $1. Yeah, this is really good. I mean, we're talking $1 here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is really good. This podcast is going to be filled, especially if you're just listening, with just us chewing in the back. You've been turning away, which
I know, I feel bad
that's so
chewing
gracious
into
of
the
you. I've gone right into the microphone. So people that like ASMR of chewing.
Okay,
You're getting
are we
a load
allowed
of
to
that.
have a favorite? This one is.
This is top notch for you, huh? Could you imagine this by a campfire?
Are you kidding how
Yeah.
good this is? I was looking at recipes people do with Girl Scout cookies, and one said like the most popular thing to do in the summertime is to do ice cream, get a scoop of vanilla ice cream, toast marshmallows, and then chunk these Girl Scout s'mores cookies up and make a sundae out of it. They said it is about the best summer treat you can possibly
How
have.
are their cookies lasting till the summer, though? Mine won't last until March.
That's what the freezer's for.
Good for them. Now, this last one, I see these are like words of encouragement on there. I am strong. I am gutsy.
Ooh.
So this is like kind
Yeah.
of like motivational cookies, which I like. Affirmations.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Daily
Crispy
affirmations.
lemon flavored cookie. So this is the lemon up.
Oh, boy.
They always have a lemon option. A crispy lemon flavored cookie with inspiring messages to lift your spirit.
I like that smell. That lemon
When
smell.
I pulled these out, I was like, whoa, that is
Yeah.
the most. Ooh, look, it has a glaze on the bottom.
Okay. Ooh, it does.
What does
Okay.
yours read?
I am strong.
Oh, mine's I am gutsy.
I am gutsy. All right.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Again. It's
Not
like
an overpowering lemon,
No.
which sometimes that can be a little too tart. That's really good.
Oh, my God, that's yummy. I know we've said all of them are really good, but these are legitimately good.
These are good. I want one that just says I am hungry on it, and then I eat, and then I eat my hunger.
I love the glaze on the bottom too. That was a
Mm-hmm.
good call. Ooh, I love that. And I'm not I'm not a huge cookie person, but I'm not a big lemon dessert person. But you're right, it isn't overpowering. Super yummy, really. I would have that as just one of them at night would be a really nice snack because they're kind of big. That's a big cookie.
This is a big cookie. This one reminds me of a cereal from my youth or something. I can't pinpoint it. Is there a cereal that had a lemon flavor to it?
It's funny that you just said that because now that I'm tasting it in my teeth still.
Don't you taste something? I'm tasting nostalgia in my mouth.
Yeah, we did. We grew up same place, same
Yeah.
month, same year.
We were just watching those old Nickelodeon videos, too, so now it's throwing me way back to the Girl Scout cookies.
I remember the old days.
Oh, my goodness.
We're dating ourselves.
We are, horribly.
You're right. I can't
Man,
think
I
of
don't
it
know what
either.
that is,
I
but
know,
that's really good.
That's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
That is super yummy. So, okay, we were right to do this because I haven't been ordering anything new. And tastes change. Your tastes have changed.
It does.
What was
Yeah.
that restaurant you ate like a salmon pizza or something like that? And I remember
It was a salmon nachos
Oh, that's
at
what it
Harbor
was.
Town Tavern.
And I
We'll
re-
give them a free plug.
It's
a good place.
I remember saying, ew, that sounds so gross. And you said, oh my gosh, you and Allie were like, no, they were amazing.
It's really good.
And that just goes to show, I mean, you never would eat that as a child, but now that we're in the age we are in,
Yeah,
our tastes have
absolutely.
changed, and it was really awesome to be able to try these. But yes, you're not going to waste any money on any of these. These are all really good. So
The Girl Scouts of Western Ohio is our local chapter.
It is,
Correct.
it is.
And obviously, the good thing about this is, too, you buy a ton of boxes. I'll probably bring a box of mine in the office.
Yep.
I doubt I'm going to eat them all at home. But yeah, if, coworkers have kids that are selling Girl Scout cookies, buy more than you can, bring them in, give them away gifts if you're not going to eat them. It's just good to give back and and try the varying types of cookies. Now I kind of wish I'm going to have to go back and maybe order a few more.
I
Those
think
are really
so
good.
too. And you're right. You're buying more than a cookie with these. You'd spend the same thing at the grocery store on grocery store shelf cookies. These are boutique. They're delicious, and they're making a difference for these young women that are growing up to be successful.
Yeah, girls growing up to be young women in whether it's all the career choices they take. I'm eating the tag along now because I was already had my fingers all over it, so I know we weren't trying the old ones.
I know. I'm pretty excited about those too.
Cleanse my palate here.
All right. Well, Tim, thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
For One Nosh. He's our food guy. I had to bring him in to try these. This was super fun. And yes, go to girlscouts.org, find a booth, get out there and support your Girl Scouts and our Girl Scouts of Western Ohio.